it's Viviana. I'm a film photographer. If this is your first time here, this is my art studio. It's a dark room, and the main reason why I'm still even shooting film is because I get to make photographs the old school way in a dark room. I just love it so much, and being able to share these behind the scenes with you guys is just, it's so worth filming all the steps, because I feel like there aren't many dark rooms out there, and if I get to share mine and inspire others to also build one, then that is awesome. To just make this film community grow, let me tell you, I love in the comments you guys telling me about your new dark rooms that are in the process of being built, or the ones that you're dreaming to build, or the ones that you guys finally built. You know, that is so cool, and I hope that little by little there are more dark rooms growing everywhere. So this is my dark room, and I'm really happy to share it with you guys. So today's goal is to make a silver gelatin print, a really big one. And if you've been here before, you know print days are my absolute favorite. My goal is to create a beautiful 16 by 20 silver gelatin print. And of course, that is just the goal. I always come into the darkroom with a set goal, but sometimes it doesn't work that way. Sometimes there's really bad work days. Sometimes you just need to change it up. So let's just hope I make a really big photograph that I'm really proud of and that I'm in love with. So I'm really happy to share these behind the scenes with you guys, and let's just get started. I've narrowed down the negatives I want to work with. So I always start by checking the negative, getting the dry section set, and then last I do the wet section, and then the magic happens. The beauty of working in the darkroom. So let's get started. So an hour later, and I barely have made my test strip, and it really doesn't take this long to get to this point, but filming takes a long time. And also, I just couldn't decide on the negative I wanted to work on. So, and I still don't know if this is the correct negative for this size paper, but we'll see what we have. I really like doing a split grade contrast type of test strip where I use two contrasts, is the magenta and the yellow from the color head enlarger that I'm using. It's the Bezier Dichro 67S. So from looking at my test strip, I decided that what I want to do is 22 seconds of magenta, and when I'm using the contrast, I literally turn the knob to the max, so it's at 200 magenta. So I don't know what my aperture enlarger is. Let me check. Okay, so the aperture enlarger lens is at 8, and this is what I have so far. It's too dark. I haven't even looked at it quite yet. Also, we have to remember that there's the dry down. So what I did, 22 seconds of full magenta, and then I did about 5 seconds yellow. So by looking at it, it's way too dark. And I think, I'm not sure about the contrast yet, if I still need the yellow, but definitely I'm gonna try it again, but less time. So let's see. But we're getting closer, and we'll see if this is the correct photo. This is a self-portrait I took a couple years ago, back home in California when I used to live in a little cottage, in a studio cottage. I love looking back at old negatives. It's so much fun. Okay, I'll stop chatting so I can get going. All right, we're getting closer.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our 2 outlines. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand the meaning on a new degree. Maybe that could happen when you're next to me. I just wanna see the same things you can see. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Could be 20 minutes or an hour or 2. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk.
So far it looks better, the contrast is nicer, but I'm a little bummed out because I think the negative might be a little damaged. Now these are really old negatives. I mean, not super old, but at least 5 years old, at least. And darn, I need to look at the negative. It didn't look damaged. I doubt this is a, ooh. I'm not sure. Okay. So this is what we have so far. I'm happy with it. The contrast is nice. It's not great though. I think by looking at this, definitely having it at 16 seconds instead of 22 helped a lot. I think that's the only change I did since the test strip. And by looking at this, I think for sure I need to dodge my head because it's completely lost. You can't see really my head. It's too dark. So I need to dodge that a little bit. I like the chair because It will get a little darker with the dry down, and I really like it. I really like it. I'm gonna look at the negative and see how damaged it is, and also dodge my head. And I think once I see those changes, I'll really know if I want to make more copies. Keep going. Not sure. If not, then this might be it. I don't know. But so far it's looking pretty good. I'm really happy with it. Okay, I need to look at my negative. I'm so grateful to have this squeegee board now in my darkroom because it makes comparing my prints so much easier than before, especially big prints like this. And this is after I cleaned the negative and adjusted some of those changes that I mentioned earlier. And it's looking pretty good, you guys. I'm really happy with it.
Being gentle with how we feel. There's a charge in the room. I can feel all the fire rising. I'll handle with care. We will honor this tender space, giving time to let go. Peace comes as we pause, breathing in deep until there's calm. Peace comes as we pause, breathing in deep until there's calm. Only I'll make still this weather in me.
When I look at my self-portraits, I feel very, very different than when I'm actually taking the photograph. When I decide it's time to take self-portraits, it's always at a time in my life that I feel lost and frustrated, and I just need to do something about it. And photography has been that for me. It's a way to communicate, to express myself, to just let things go and not to overthink, because I overthink everything in my life ever since I was a kid. And now as an adult, it's just more intense. So when I take my self-portraits, I don't have to fake or pretend who I am. I just get to take the photos and express how I truly feel, because I'm creating these photographs for myself, and that's all that matters. It's just letting go. And when I look at these self-portraits, it's just awesome to communicate with myself things that I don't want to acknowledge. I'm putting it out there, and I look at it very differently than when I'm feeling it myself, if that makes any sense. I am very grateful for these self-portraits, and I really hope to keep making many more in the future.